Things that you cannot forget at Christmas, and no, I'm not talking about Christmas presents or advent calendars or gifts or anything like that. These are essential things that we usually forget because we've got other things on our mind. So today I'm going to give you that quick reminder to pick up these things in your weekly shop now and put it to one side for Christmas, so when Christmas comes you have got less things to worry about. Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and let's get into these things that you need to remember at Christmas, because I have had many a meltdown myself and my son because I've forgotten to pick a few things up that just slipped my mind because I had other things to get for Christmas that I thought was more important. So let's start with our kitchen. So the first thing that I always need to pick up is tin foil. I cooked a lovely gammon one year and I forgot to get tin foil to put over it to keep it warm. And so I had to put it in the oven in a low heat, and it was an absolute nightmare because obviously it's going to cost me more money in gas, where if I just bought the tin foil, it would have kept it warmer for longer. If you don't need tin foil, maybe you need the trays, the big tin foil trays that you cook your turkey in, or any kind of meat or roast potatoes or whatever you decide to cook in it. Don't forget them. They're very easy to forget until the very last minute, and you're either rushing out on Christmas Eve trying to pick some stuff up. But if you remember them now, if you put them on your weekly shopping list to pick them up now and put them away for Christmas, it's one less thing on your mind. Which leads me into the next thing, is cling film. So I don't know what it's called in America. I think saran wrap, maybe, I'm not sure, but cling film over in the UK, I always make sure that I've got an extra roll of that put away for Christmas to cover food over if I'm doing like a little buffet or something like that, or before we've had guests over and we had a family Boxing Day before, and we usually make everything beforehand, put cling film over it so that it stays fresh and no flies or anything else get to it. But if you forget that, then you're going to have to use tissues, or you're going to have to use tea towels or something like that to keep it covered. So don't forget to put cling film on your list as well. Which leads me into the next one, which is baking parchment. My lifesaver of baking parchment. I put it in the air fryer tray to make sure that anything sticky or anything that's going to drip fat goes onto the baking parchment. I haven't got to try and scrub it clean because I hate doing that. It's to line trays, whatever it is that you need to use it for, but don't forget your baking parchment. I think that's really important to have, especially when you're doing a lot of cooking, a lot of baking. I know you can get the silicone tray things. I will link some of those in the description box below. I don't have them, but I really should invest in them a little bit more. But other than that, baking parchment, please don't forget that. You are going to need it, so you don't want those cookies sticking to that tray. Okay, the next one then, it will be a Tupperware tubs, whether they're glass or plastic, whatever you prefer to use. Just get some extra Tupperware tubs, because if you've got leftovers, you don't want to throw it away. And if you've got to put big plates in the fridge, it's going to take up more room. Where if you've got lots of Tupperware tubs ready, so if you've got any leftover food, pop it all in there and just slide it into the fridge nice and neatly. It's going to take less room up in the fridge, and it's going to keep it fresh up for longer. So unless you've already got a load of Tupperware tubs that you can use, then that's great. If you haven't, maybe pick some up. They're not that expensive. I think they're like 89p or something in Home Bargains, but make sure that you've got plenty of things to store leftovers with. Next is bin bags. Don't forget the bin bags. There's so much rubbish when it comes to Christmas. There's loads of chocolate wrappers and foil and sellotape and everything going everywhere, and the bins can get full very, very quickly, and you're going to need to empty them a little bit more often. But if you don't have any bin bags, then everything gets thrown into the bin, and then you're going to have to clean the bin out. So make sure that you do have a roll of bin bags so you can empty the bins a bit more regularly when it comes to Christmas. Which leads me into my next one. I don't know about you, but it's not Christmas unless your mum has a black bag in the corner ready for all the wrapping paper to go in. It was never Christmas without that black bag. We used to go downstairs, we used to open up the presents, and mum used to leave the front room and come back with a black bag. It's not Christmas unless that black bag is in a mother's hand. Let me know if you agree. So don't forget the black bags to put all the rubbish in, like the wrapping paper and all of those different items that go into the black bag. And also you'll need them to empty the bins out as well. So black bags, don't forget your black bags, because it's not Christmas without mum having a black bag. The last few things in the kitchen is washing up liquid or dishwasher tablets. You do not want to have all that washing up and have no dishwasher tablets or no washing up liquid to clean it up with. And that is when you're going to have to go to the local corner shop and you're going to have to buy it there. And those prices are a lot more expensive than they are if you picked them up in Home Bargains or B&M or on your weekly shop. So make sure that you've got washing up liquid or dishwasher tablets. Again, put them away for Christmas. You're going to use them after Christmas anyway, so it's not going to be a waste of money. But put them away for Christmas so you know that they're there, because that's the last thing that you want to do. And the final thing when it comes to the kitchen is make sure that you have enough cleaning supplies, because with Christmas and the excitement and the joy and everyone going a little bit crazy and hectic, there may be a few drink spillages. So make sure that you've got plenty of cleaning supplies that you can clean it up quickly with. If you are having a party or you're having or if you're hosting Christmas, there may be a few extra spillages or a little bit more mess than usual. So just make sure that your cleaning supplies are all topped up. You don't need to put them away for Christmas, but just check them all over and make sure that you have enough cleaning supplies to get you through the few days of Christmas before the shops open again. If you are hosting Christmas, then make sure that you have extra cutlery. It's really easy to say, oh yeah, come on over, I'll host Christmas this year. But then if you're not thinking extra knives, extra forks, spoons, and all that kind of things that you're going to need, make sure that you have enough cutlery to supply everybody with what they need. It's probably best to be able to give everybody some cutlery and have some spare as well in case something gets dropped or something breaks or whatever it may be. And there is no harm if you are doing like a buffet kind of hosting, if you are doing an evening buffet or whatever, get plastic knives and forks and then just throw them away afterwards. It's going to be much easier than having actual cutlery if you are doing like a party style hosting type thing. The next thing is to make sure that you have enough bowls, enough plates, enough drink glasses, enough cups, all those different things that you're going to need. Make sure that you've got enough for everybody. If you've got kids, maybe just get some paper cups, or I know that in Home Bargains that you can buy 4 plastic beakers for, I think it was like 99p or something like that. But pick those up for the kids and then have the extra glasses. If you are hosting, you could easily ask people, would you mind if I lent some glasses or lent some extra plates or something like that? Maybe the kids could have some paper plates instead, just to make it a bit easier for you and hopefully less mess for you to clean up. But make sure that you've got enough for everybody to have something and you're not eating out of all different bowls, even though that's not a problem. And finally, when you are coming to hosting, make sure you've got enough seats for everybody, because I know that there's hardly any seats and you've got a lot of people going up here and down here. Maybe the kids could have it like a picnic style if you haven't got enough seats, or you can have a little child's table and then you've got the adults table, whatever works for you. But do make sure that you've got enough seating, even if it is asking people to bring some chairs with them when they come over, just so everyone's got a place to sit when you're having a Christmas dinner or a buffet or something like that. I remember one year when I went to my mum's for Christmas and I actually took my beanbags. So when we sat down after Christmas dinner, we all just crashed out on beanbags. It was so much fun. So if you've got beanbags, maybe you can take those with you as well. A couple of other things before we finish off, and first of all is blue tack. I never know why my mum always says I need to buy extra blue tack, until one year she got an extra card through the post and she had no blue tack to stick it on the door, because she sticks it on the back of the door. Where do you put your Christmas cards? She puts the family Christmas cards, same as I do, so like ones from my son and my mum, she puts them on the fireplace. Our fire doesn't really work, so she puts it on the fireplace. And then anybody else, like any extra friends or extended family members, she kind of puts them on the back of the front room door, so they're all on the back of the front room door for her. So where do you put your Christmas cards? Do you have one of those strings that go from one end to the other and they go on there? Let me know what you do. But she uses the blue tack to stick that onto the back of the door, and I never really knew why she bought it, but now I do. So if you need blue tack, make sure you're picking up an extra bit of blue tack. And as well, kids like to stick things up on the walls and stuff like that if you're okay with it. A lot of people aren't okay with it. I don't like it when my son does it, but maybe you just need a little blue tack for that, because that's much better than sellotape, which then is sellotape, because there's nothing worse than putting Christmas presents down and a Christmas present has slightly come undone. Having that little bit of sellotape to be able to quickly wrap that present back up is going to be much easier. If you have an unexpected person come and they give you a gift, and hopefully Hopefully, if you haven't, I will go through this in another video, you have bought an extra gift that you store upstairs just in case someone turns up and you haven't got a gift for them. Then you have that gift upstairs. Making sure that you've got sellotape, you can quickly wrap a present up. So making sure that you've got extra sellotape. Now, these final two, I learned a very hard lesson with these two when my son was really, really small, and there was many a meltdown with this. But first of all, if you've got little ones, do not forget the batteries. Do not forget batteries. If you buy anything, make sure that you have the right batteries. Buy extra packets. Buy all sorts of different shapes and sizes batteries, because if people give you gifts and there's batteries and you haven't got one and you've got a little kid, whoo, no. I learned that lesson hard when my son was small. So do not forget the batteries. And the very final thing for you to not forget is to do with the batteries is a little tiny screwdriver. Because those toys, they have those tiny little screws, don't they? They're teeny tiny screws. Make sure you've got that screwdriver. Otherwise, you've got the batteries, but you can't get into the actual toy to put them in. So do not forget your screwdriver. I would love to know from you what kind of things that people should not forget at Christmas, so that they're not rushing out to the shop real quickly and picking things up. This isn't things like gifts and cards and food or anything like that. This is essential stuff to make your day a little bit easier that maybe you just haven't thought of, because there's other things that need to take priority when it comes to Christmas. So let me know anything that you can think of, anything that we should not forget at Christmas. I love to hear all your thoughts. I love your ideas. I learned so much, and I know other people learn so much from you as well. So do write in the comments anything that you can remember. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and it will give it out to more people so they don't forget these things at Christmas either. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss any future videos, because there's a lot more Christmas content coming out for you. I'm very excited to film them because I love Christmas. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.